Hello, you are welcome to today's edition of our robust program, Retirement News. I remain the promoter of this program, Mr. Chusudo Okonta, and the publisher of Nigerian number one insurance and pension news platform known as Ispen Online. And to the glory of God, one of the promoters of InsureFee Initiative, a concept that is driving the donation of free insurance cover to the uninsured. We want to say thank you for investing your time with us, and we still use this opportunity to appreciate all those that have been supporting us, those that have been following us up, calling us to order whenever we make some mistakes. Actually, we it's only God that is perfect, and whenever we make mistakes and you call us to order, it helps us to, give more, in the course of our delivery. And we have already vowed that we will continue, but as God gives us life, to sustain this program while we are still soliciting that individuals, corporate organizations to come and sponsor this podcast. Thank you very much for that. Today we want to look at a topic that says why young people should give more attention to retirement. Why young people should give more attention to retirement. That is what we want to discuss briefly today. But before we go into that discussion, let's just let you know that according to the third quarter report that was released by National Pension Commission last week, we got to know that around 85% of contributory pension scheme subscribers in that third quarter, 85% of them were below 40 years. It's a good one. It's actually a good one. That means young people are actually joining the scheme. 85% of the contributors as at third quarter, the third quarter in the people that were registered, 85% of them that were registered and that were in the scheme, 85% of them were below 40 years. It shows that there is hope, for the scheme, because these people will grow up. It's part of what we want to discuss today. It's a good one that 85% of the contributors, as a third quarter, that they are young people, but it goes beyond just contributory pension scheme, and that's why we are saying they should give more attention to their retirement. That is that. And then the second update that we have, according to that report too, we got to know that around 4,141 retirees actually subscribe to annuity in the third quarter of 2023. 4,141 retirees subscribe to annuity, while 6,022 retirees bought program withdrawal in the third quarter. That is over 10,000 retirees came into into annuity and program withdrawal. I think those are just the updates that we have for you today. Let's just go into our discussions. We said our topic that we are looking at today is why young people should give more attention to retirement. In the course of our program, let me say, remind you that our retirement summit, Ispen Online 2024 Ispen Online Retirement Summit, is drawing close. 25th of April 2024. That is when Ispen Online 2024 Ispen Online Retirement Summit will be holding, and it will be holding at Radisson Hotel, Isaac John, Ikeja, Lagos. And we are using this opportunity to invite you. Be there, because that place, this is like it has never happened before. I doubt if we have already had a summit on retirement in Nigeria, and this is the first time that we are having. No, before they will just have something say pension summit, and they will just come and talk. But what we are looking at now is just beyond just what happens in the CPS. They will call this retirement summit. Every bouquet that you have to exploit to in order for you to retire well. Those are the things we are going to expose there. It's not just related to contributory pension scheme. Insurance people will be there. We people, employers. That is why we have the DG of NECA will be there. The pension operators will be there. Regulators will be there. Stakeholders from Nigerian Labour Congress will be there. Stakeholders from trade TUC, Trade Union Congress will be there, journalists will be there, retirees will be there. Every one of us will have to be there. Let's see how we can actually shape a better life for people, in retirement. Try to be there. Don't forget the day. Like somebody was asking me after last podcast that when is the program coming? Thursday, 25th of April. That is when the program is coming up. And just like before I went into that, as we're preparing, sending materials for that program. A young guy that just started work, he wrote me and told me, so this your summit is for retirees, is for older people. I just laughed. I said, no. I just have to quickly correct that impression. Now, I say, if there's anybody that needs that retirement summit, it is you. You that is just starting your work life. You are the one. It's not for people that are retired, because those people that are retired hardly can they change things that they couldn't change 20 years ago. But you that is just starting your work life, you are the first person that we are targeting. And just as I said in the last podcast, in 2 podcasts that we have now, from now to that time, most of the things that we will be discussing on this podcast are just towards that program, just to let you know that you are part of it. Today now we are looking at young people. The program is for everybody. You that is just getting job today, you have not even started working, you are still in school, come, because retirement is not taught in school. I studied business administration. They never taught me. There was never a time that I did the course on retirement. They can only have it in common, have it in maybe one program like that, business studies, something like that. But there is no textbook on retirement that you read, And even if you go to business schools, they may not even teach you anything on retirement. And that is why you have to attend this program, which is practical, class for you to know more about retirement. And you that is just even in school, you still need to come, because the knowledge you gain will help you when you start working. You that is just started working, you that is at the mid of your work life, you that is about retiring, that program is for you. And don't miss out that program. We said our topic is why young people should give more attention to retirement. Is very, very important. One of the reasons that we see why young people should give more attention to retirement is that early retirement, like as we said during our update, that 85% of the people that we registered, that subscribe to the CPS in the third quarter, 85% were below 40. Those people that are, some of them are, the way they classify them, from maybe 18 to 30 to 39. They are those 85%. Imagine somebody that is like 18 and he started working and still have up to like 35 years, have to retire at 60. See, the person would have that is accumulated huge form of money before he or she retires. That is the contribution that he's making through the CPS. But what of other investment that he's making through insurance, through capital market, through bonds and all that? You see, at the time the person retires, the person knows that, oh, I want to retire very well. And at the age of maybe you started work at the age of 18, you started at 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. That is when you started your work, and you know that one day I want to retire very well. Right from the first day you earn your salary, that is the first day you start saving towards your retirement. As at the time that you retire, I would have accumulated huge amount of money, that will keep you going in retirement. That is why we said young people should give attention to retirement. Retirement is not made for the aged, it's not made for elderly people alone. That is the first one. It will help you to accumulate huge fund when you retire. The second one is that when you start retirement plan early, it can aid early retirement. You may not get up to 60 or 50 before you retire. If you have started maybe at 23 and you now get to like 45, you see what you have what you save is enough. You can pull out and start your own business. You retire, just I want to retire. The money that you have there, maybe you are doing voluntary contributions, you are already saving in other places. Those money that you have saved, you have even bought life insurance, all of them put together. You can drop out of those money and use it to start something. You retire early. Instead of you to be jumping to another person's job early money, you see that you become a business owner. When you start early, planning retirement early, it can lead to you retiring very early. You don't need to get to 60 before you retire. Another good thing is that it helps in business creation. Just as we said, when you have accumulated enough fund of money, that enough fund that you can use for that thing, you can set up your own business. That many people today now, it is at retirement they begin to look for business that will set up. But when you start saving towards retirement early, you have enough money to start business before you retire, because it's not advisable for you to retire before you begin to look for business to set up. Another one is wise investment. We said it on one of our podcasts that most people that retire and begin to look for business to do, they always make wrong investments, because then they don't have any knowledge. That they have fund, but they don't know what to do with the money. And once people just tell them invest here, you see they'll carry their money and put it there. But you that have already know that, oh, this is what I want to do, and you started from the first day, you will never make wrong investment. That is another thing is social impact. When you retire very early, you can impact your community socially. You see that is what we say, retired not tired. You are still very strong to do more. You can do more. You can volunteer yourself. I want to become a lecturer. I want to become a secondary school teacher. I want to help my community. You make social impact when you start planning that, when you give more emphasis, more attention to retirement early in life. Another one is wealth management. When you start thinking about retirement early, it will help you to manage your wealth very well. And the time that you even want to, you need those wealth, you properly manage them. At old age, it's very difficult for you to begin to know some risks. There are some risks that you cannot do. Even in the pension scheme, you see, when people get to a certain age, their money, like in the fund, all those funds, one fund, two fund, three, there's an age that you get to, your fund cannot be put into a risky fund. But when you are still active, you can, take some risk and properly manage your weight. And the last one I want to talk about here is health benefit. When you give more attention to your retirement early in life, it will help you to enjoy your health. You will not stress yourself. Anytime you see that your health is not like, you don't have that push again to be waking up early, answering SASA in an office, you can retire and start something on your own. You see that your health will be okay. You take care of your health. These are just the things we want to bring to you today. Please, you that is just maybe 1 year in that work, 2 years, 3 years, don't just wait until when you are 10 or 15 before you begin to think of retirement. Start thinking about your retirement now, and I know that you never regret taking such a step. We want to stop here. In case you want to get across to us, our numbers are open: 08054269557, and the other number is 07033253527, and our email address is spenonline@gmail.com. Please share this podcast. You may be helping somebody who has never thought of retirement. God bless you, and get prepared for 2024 Eastern Online Retirement Summit holding on Thursday, 25th April 2024 at Radisson Hotel, Ikeja, Lagos. God bless you as we come again your way in the future.